I'm just on my daily walks right now, but what I have for you guys is a really good interview. This is an interview with my friend Nish. He's been able to scale to over 2 million just in 1 year. He's been able to hit like 30k days, 300k a month, and he just revealed so much golden nuggets in this interview. So even though it's like over 30 minutes long, I highly recommend you guys to watch through the whole thing, take notes, because he dropped a lot of value in this interview. So I hope you guys like this interview, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a friend, Nish. I met him from the Phuket Mastermind. He's been able to hit incredible numbers on print on demand. He's been killing it within the print on demand space. He's been dropshipping at the same time. He's been able to scale his store to like over $2 million just in 1 year. So it's insane. He's been able to reach 30k days just off print on demand. And I think, you know, a lot of people, I just want to sort of bring someone on that has experience with print on demand, because that's something that is sort of not talked about much on the YouTube space. So I wanted to bring in someone that's sort of basically qualified to sort of give valuable information. So Nish, tell everyone a bit about yourself and how you got into ecom.
All right, first of all, it's really a pleasure to be here. So Andy, thanks for having me here. And hi guys. All right, so my name is Nishkarsh, and I'm from New Delhi, India, and I've been in the ecom space for more than 1.5 years. I've been in the internet marketing space for over 5 years now. Ecom happened to us like 1.5 years back. And so I started with blogging and SEO. I'm also a published best-selling author on Amazon. So that's how we started. And then, we went into product launches and all that stuff. But then, of course, we struggled for 3 long years to finally make our first dollar on the internet. And then 1.5 years back, we started Ecom. So the last 1 year, in our first year specifically with Ecom, we did over $2 million in sales, but I think it was around 2.1 million. That was the first year with it. And we are mostly into print on demand, t-shirts, tank tops, canvas, hoodies, all that stuff. And now we've also diversified into physical products. So we're also into physical products now, the kind of products that you find on AliExpress. So that's pretty much about us. The best days that we've had. So we've had days up to $30,000. One of our best months was around $358,000. So yeah, that's pretty much about me and my ecom business.
That's awesome, and that's like insane that you've been able to create so much. Like not many people are able to hit like 300k months. Like that's basically top 0.5% of dropshippers. But one of the biggest questions that everyone's asking, does print on demand still work today?
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. In fact, I think print on demand is one of the best things that we have in the market right now, because you're able to build a brand. So there are 2 things. One is that with print on demand, you are able to build a brand. So because let's say you're selling t-shirts, so people are going to see your brand as a t-shirt company. They're going to see you as a t-shirt brand. And your product quality is going to be top notch, because let's say the t-shirt cloth quality is going to be the same, only your design is going to be changing. So, you are going to be sure that the products that your customers are receiving, they're going to be top notch. So number one, in terms of branding, I think print on demand is really good. And secondly, even when you speak about the profit margins or scalability, or if there's a demand in the market or not, there's definitely a demand, because t-shirts, a t-shirt is one product that sells throughout the year. So you're not dependent on events, you're not dependent on vendors, you're not dependent on people from China coming up with product ideas. You just, you can think of whatever you want. You can think of a design, get it made on a t-shirt from your designer, or, make it yourself, because that's how we started. So, but coming back, you can get the designs made, launch them, and that's it. And then when you add a few things to the print on demand business, like upsells, downsells, retargeting, and when that what price points you should have, then I think POD is really profitable, really scalable, really brandable, and so we've seen great results with it, and at the same time we've also helped a lot of other guys see like really good results with it.
That's insane. What sort of profit margins are you looking roughly in 2018 through print on demand?
So the average profit margins that we usually have are around 20%. This is the net profit margin that we make after paying the PayPal fees, Stripe
Wow.
fees, paying Shopify, paying the vendor, all that stuff. So we're left with 20% net. So yeah, 20%.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's definitely really, really solid. When you're talking about, how print on demand, it's basically shirts, and people always need shirts. Like you're always wearing a shirt underneath a hoodie during winter, and you're wearing a shirt all the time during summer. But when it comes to design, what's your biggest tips for that? Because I think people who get into print on demand have no idea what can sell, how to know if a design is worth advertising. So what's your biggest tip when it comes to creating the best design that people would actually purchase and that you could scale?
Yeah, that's a very good question again. So, when we when we talk about the designs, one very important thing is that whatever you design or whatever you promote, you should know that who exactly is going to be wearing that thing. Okay. So when you go to google.com and when you search for, let's say, some cool t-shirt designs or funny t-shirt designs, you're not going to know who's going to be wearing those funny designs because, you should know the exact persona of the customer who you are going to be promoting that design to. So when you create a design, I would say first of all, don't really, there's a lot of misinformation out there that you need to hire premium designers, pay $100 per design, or $200 per design. No. So even till today, we pay like $2 to $3 per design. But the only thing that we do differently is that first we think about a target market. First we think about that who's our target customer, and then we get a design made. So just to give you an example, rather than just creating a design which is funny, let's say something that says "fuck the world" or "fuck this shit" or anything,
Yeah.
anything. Rather than making something like that, I'm going to be creating something like "I'm a F mom" or "I'm a mom who does not give a F," something like that. So because I know that mothers are going to be wearing this design of mine, so just make sure that whatever you create or whatever you get created from someone else, you should know that who is this design for, number one. Number two, definitely your design should be simple. You don't really need to add a lot of colors. So 90% of the sales that we made with POD, they had two colors at max. And those two colors are black and white. That's it. So even I'm talking about the design. I'm not even talking about considering the t-shirt color here. So let's say I'm selling a t-shirt which is black in color. The design is just going to have one color which is white or one color which is red. So we keep it simple. We know who's going to be wearing this, and yeah, that's it.
That was insane. You legit dropped so many golden nuggets just in like 30 seconds. So, like, guys, take notes because what Nish is saying is really valuable. Like, he's right. Like, you don't want to create the design first and then think of people to target. You want to see who you can target on Facebook, look at the interest and think of what that interest and that audience would purchase and what basically design they'll be looking for. So that was like insanely insightful. Like I think that's really, really good. But you mentioned email marketing, upsells, basically building a brand. Talk about like the importance of that, especially in 2018, and like just talk about like brand building in general, Niche, because it's just so important.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So, we have to agree with this fact that, Facebook ads they're getting more competitive, and acquiring customers is definitely getting difficult, right? So the average customer acquisition rate is definitely increasing for everybody out there. So if we as e-com entrepreneurs, if we want to sustain in this market, if we want to be profitable with good profit margins, and if we want to create a brand, definitely there are a few things that we really need to do. So one is the business side of it, the sales side of it, and then there's customer service. So first, let's talk about the business side. So there are a couple of things that we've been doing, especially this year in 2018, that we've been doing since January. So the very first thing is we make use of a lot of upsells and downsells. So let's say someone buys an iPhone, someone buys this product from my store. So after that, definitely I'm going to be showing maybe wireless earphones or a charger or anything else, and then I'm going to be downselling the same product for a lower cost. And if someone buys those wireless earphones, I'm going to be showing them maybe a phone cover or a phone case. So it could be anything, just to give you an example. So we do the same with print on demand or whatever product we promote. So like the other day, we were promoting a t-shirt, we were promoting a product. It was a physical product and it was for couples. It was a product for couples. And of course, we had t-shirts for couples in the upsells. So we had 3 upsells, 3 downsells. We were using this app called Carthook, CARTHOOK. We were using this app. And we also use this app called One Click Upsell by Zipify. So, using these apps, we always keep a really, really deep funnel so that we can make more money from the customers, because if the customer acquisition rates are going up, we really need to be sure that we are making as much money as we can from these customers. That's number 1, have upsells and downsells. Number 2 is email marketing. So we use Klaviyo, wherein in Klaviyo, we have our automation sequences set and our email flows in place. So whenever someone's going to buy a product related to an iPhone from me, or from my store, they're going to be added to an automation sequence where for the next 10 days, they're going to be receiving product recommendations. Like on day 1, we're going to send them a welcome email. We're going to welcome them. We're going to send them to a Facebook page. We're going to ask them to like a Facebook page and introduce ourselves. On day 2, we're going to be sending them recommendation number 1. In day 3, we're going to be sending them recommendation number 2. It could be an earphone. It could be a wireless charger, a wireless headphone, whatever it is. So, email marketing has really, really helped us make money, because whatever money you make from email marketing, you're making pure profits. You're just paying for the product cost. You're not paying for the advertising, because the customer is already yours. So number 2 is email marketing. Have your email automation and flow set up. If not Klaviyo, you guys can make use of MailChimp. So I think MailChimp is free for the first 1,000 or 3,000 guys. I don't remember. I think it's 1,000 guys. That's how we started when we were new to e-commerce. And third is retargeting. So we're really, really, full on into retargeting. So we use retargeting in 2 ways, Andy. One is that when someone does not buy from us, definitely, we show them retargeting ads. When someone visits the sales page but does not really buy, we show them retargeting ads. And number 2 is we cross-sell them products. So I know that if someone bought this product from me, definitely my custom audience is being created. So I'm going to be showing more products similar to this product of mine to this custom audience. So I'm going to say something like, hey, we have something, I have another cool one for you, or I have a recommendation for you, or I feel you would love this, or we feel that you would love this product. That product is going to be related to this product of mine. So we're also cross-selling using retargeting. So these are 3 things that we're doing to make more money from the customers who we've already acquired, or the customers who know about us, customers who visited our website. And secondly, you asked about branding. So for branding, definitely what we're doing is, so we have 2 customer support agents now. First, we only used to have 1 guy. Now we have 2, in fact, one girl. Now we have 2 ladies who are working on the customer support. So 1 person works in the morning shift, 1 person works in the night shift. We've added live chat to the website. So, people trust us more. We've also added a voicemail number on the website now. Wow. So, what people can do is they come on the website. So on the header, they're going to see a number. And when they call there, they could just send us a voicemail. In fact, now we've also hired, a virtual telecaller from Philippines. So, wow. People can call her, and even she's giving thank you calls to people now. So when we get an order, she calls them, says thank you, and also upsells them related products. And trust me, we just came up with this idea, and it's really good, because when we call the customers, let's say, Andy, you buy this product from my website, and I call you and I tell you, hey, Andy, welcome to our family. You place this order on my store, and you're going to receive it in these many days. And we have some product recommendations for you. And then that person is going to make the customer order something or send that person recommendations on his email. So we're doing this as well for branding. We're also running Instagram. We're doing influencer marketing. But yeah, I think when you speak about branding, you would become a brand when people start trusting you and loving you. So add live chats, have a phone number, could be just a normal IVR recorded number if you can get. Add live chat phone numbers, reduce your average response time on email. Keep a check on your Facebook inbox messages, reply to comments. keep doing giveaways, send emails. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow, that's insane. You definitely revealed so many things that I definitely think would, help people. So I really appreciate you just revealing all these golden nuggets, Niche. But, I guess it just sounds overwhelming. What advice do you have for people? Because there's so many things, email marketing, Instagram, all these retargeting strategies, both on Facebook, Instagram, email marketing, and then you're talking about like live calls, customer service, live chat, calling on the phone. Like, what's the biggest tip? Because this sounds overwhelming. Like, how did you like basically build everything and sort of do it all on your own? Like basically, I guess talk about a bit of automation, hiring, talk about that because it just sounds overwhelming, and what advice you would give to people wanting to sort of set that up and sort of build their own brand and their own sort of branded store.
All right. So number one, start step by step, because the more stuff you do, the more stuff you inculcate in your business, the more money it's going to take. So of course, so what we're doing is, I'll tell you the process that we follow. So first of all, like, what is the most important thing for you is going to be your sales. So your Facebook ads part and your customer acquisition part should definitely be sorted. So once you know that you have a customer acquisition rate or a customer acquisition cycle, your ads are running well and you're profitable, that's when you focus on these things. Before that,
Okay.
the first and foremost thing that you should focus on, guys, should be making money directly from your Shopify store. That's one. Once you have a process in place, that's when you can start building a team. So first of all, hire someone for customer support from onlinejobs.ph. That's one. I think that's one of the best virtual assistant hiring platforms that we have. So we use onlinejobs.ph. So hire customer support guys from there. The same person can handle the live chat on your website. This person could work in two shifts, a morning shift and a night shift. And this guy is going to take care of your Facebook comments. So this person is going to be replying to every comment that you receive on your Facebook ads. They're going to be, this person is going to be keeping a check on your Facebook inbox. So your Facebook inbox, your Facebook comments, your live chat, and then you could also add a phone number. You can buy a virtual phone number from this website called Grasshopper. I think it's called Grasshopper. You could just Google that out and add a virtual number at the top of your website, so that if someone visits your website, they know that you're a real brand, a real company. So one person, I would say, could handle all these things initially, and then if you feel that you're getting more work, then definitely you can hire more people. So that's number one. So in this way, you will be able to create a system, you will be able to create a process, but definitely remember, you should do these things when you are already profitable and making money, because when you hire these guys, when you hire more employees, definitely you're going to be paying them a recurring amount every single month. So I would say that, yeah, this is pretty much how we went about it. Onlinejobs.ph is what we used. And yeah, talking about the email marketing sequences and all that stuff, we did all this stuff after, we were sure that, yes, we know how to cross, six figures every single month. We're already crossing six figures with decent profit margins. Now, let's take things to the next level. Let's brand ourselves. Let's make more money, and let's make our customers feel, that we care for them. Yeah.
Got it. So I guess like the most important thing is just get started, not perfect things. Go ahead and get sales, play around with Facebook ads. So just get profitable before you start ahead and thinking of all these things. And guys, those who are at the stage of profitable and looking to take to the next level, the stuff Nish just revealed is like quality content that should be put in a course, and he just gave it to you guys. So I'm thankful for him to revealing it to you guys, and I think that's the reason why I wanted to bring him on, because I knew that he'll be providing value to you guys, and that's what the content I'm trying to put out. So definitely take notes on what he's saying. But like Nish, like how did you like sort of get to the place where you are? Like you've gained all this knowledge, like tell us about the process. Are you always watching videos every day? Were you buying courses? Did you have a mentor? Like that's insane. You've accumulated so much knowledge.
All right. I appreciate that. All right. So, I got to know about e-commerce like 2 years back. And 2 years back, so I was added on these make money online forums and groups where you see people posting six-figure screenshots, like we made $100,000. Excuse me. So all those screenshots, and I was like, wow, this is some really huge amount of money. And that was the time when we were struggling with internet marketing. We were just, breaking even with the other businesses that we were into. Like we were doing okay, we were not doing very well. So definitely it was like really enticing for us that we really need to get into this stuff. We created a Shopify store, but then coming from India again, now there are a few limitations that we face in terms of the payment gateways. So we do have PayPal. PayPal is definitely available in the country, and yeah, so but then again, PayPal cannot store money. So PayPal auto withdrawal. So the money gets auto withdrawn every 24 hours. So the money cannot be stored there. So but then again, we can accept payments anyway. So PayPal is there, but then we don't have Stripe, we don't have Authorize.net or any other international payment gateway that any of us knows of. So it took us like 4 to 5 months to figure out the payment gateway stuff, because we were going through that through that list of gateways that Shopify recommends. We contacted every possible gateway that we could in India, but then we could not really figure out a deal with them. So none of them were allowing us to accept international payments except PayPal. So due to this, we did not even start. We could not even run our first ad. After that, what we did, I'll tell you what we did. So I contacted a friend of mine from US. So this guy, I knew him from a couple of years. So we partnered with this guy. He opened a company in US, a US company, US bank account, US credit cards, US Stripe, US PayPal, all that stuff. Created a Shopify store with his SSN number so that we could use Shopify payments. So, figured all that stuff out, and that's how, we were finally able to start our Shopify store. Then when this stuff was ready, we played a gamble there. So, of course, I took a mentor. In fact, not just one mentor. I've had both my business partner and I, we had a lot of mentors, specifically just for e-commerce, since we started. So we got a mentor, we learned some really cool stuff initially. Then after, I would say, after 2 months of working, with the Shopify store, when we were running the ads, we crossed 6 figures. And after that, I would say after 4 to 5 months of that, we got another mentor who helped us cross multiple 6 figures. And since then things have been like that. And, you asking about knowledge, definitely we saw, I personally, I've seen a lot of courses. You name the course, I've seen it related to Shopify. And I think mentors and courses and YouTube channels like yours, they definitely play a huge role. Because, you guys are going to be learning stuff that really works. So instead of just, pre-recorded content that people, bundle in courses that were created like 5 years ago, you are going to know what's working right now and what other successful guys are doing, and what people, so people who are already making money, they're going to be sharing their journeys, and they're going to be sharing what's working right now. So, I think having mentors is really, 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 really important. Courses definitely help. Courses, knowledge, mentors, and of course taking action. So I think that's pretty much it.
That was amazing. He basically revealed how, people in basically countries such as India, Philippines, and sort of those countries where it's just harder to basically get Stripe to work, and he sort of revealed how he was able to do it. So guys that are in India or in a similar country situation, definitely follow what Nish just said. But Nish, what kept you going in that 3 to 5 months where you're struggling to get, a second payment gateway, you're struggling to get basically things profitable? What kept you going?
All right. So I would say there were 2 things that really kept us going. So one was faith, and the second was direction. So, speaking about faith, so I always had faith in this business model, because, definitely I was seeing a lot of people posting screenshots, even sharing video recordings of their Shopify dashboards. So I was sure that these guys are really making money. So I definitely had faith in the system, because I think it's very logical and practical, and we see dropshipping happen every single day. So if you go to a shopkeeper, if you go to a shop in your local city, or even if you go to Amazon, even these guys are drop shipping, right? So they buy stuff for cheap, they sell it for a higher price. And that's exactly what is happening all around us. So this business model has been in place for centuries, I guess. People have been, working on this business model. So I really had faith in this business model, number one. I had faith in myself, because I knew that I really want to make this money. I really want to, live that life. I want to have freedom, location independence. I want to get financially free. I want to achieve those 6-figure numbers myself. So faith in this business, in this business model, and most importantly in myself, it definitely kept me going. And second was direction. So I remember that for the first 4 months, I literally wasted 4 to 5 months just because of not having access to other payment gateways, but I still had access to PayPal. So I did not really have anyone, who told me that you could start with PayPal right away because most of your sales are going to be from PayPal. So that is something that always, kept me under the hood. I could not really go forward in my store. So I did not have any direction there. But after 4 to 5 months, when I partnered with a US guy, my company got created, everything was in place. I had a direction that I knew that now at least I could go this way. Then when I was watching courses, when I was following guys, when I was in groups, Facebook groups, and then when I was working with mentors, definitely my direction I was getting very specific. So first I was going in all different directions, but then after that it was just one direction altogether. So when you have a direction, you're going to know what you need to do. You're going to know that even if you're not seeing profit today, you're going to see profit tomorrow because you know that you're following the right process. You are in the right direction. You are in the right way. So once you have that thing in place, it is definitely going to get you going. So yeah, just to sum it up, faith and direction, these are two things that kept me going.
That's insane, and I guess I really do relate with the sort of the spreading of directions, because when you get started, there's just sort of information sort of overload because there's so many people teaching different things on YouTube, on Facebook groups. So I guess that's when a mentor comes in play, where he gives you basically a direction that's been proven to work with him and his students, and that's sort of, I guess that's what you reckon helped you find success.
Yeah, I definitely did. So mentorship and gaining knowledge from all the content that we see around, it definitely helped me. Definitely it did. And I think, if you just go out and if you see success stories around, so behind every success story, definitely you're gonna see a mentor. So because these guys, it's very important to have mentors because they will be able to tell you from the years and years of their experience that what is it that you need to do right now. So instead of you know going through thousands of videos on YouTube or going through thousands of articles on Google or whatever it is, you're gonna know you're gonna know the exact blueprint that you need to follow to actually have results and make money. So I think that really is very important. And also, because we've been in the coaching space as well. So since early this year, we've been helping budding on ecom entrepreneurs make money and run their ecom stores and build their brands. So even we've seen so many people transforming their ecom businesses in like a few days or a month. Like we see it day in and day out. Like I think one of our best one of our guys, he crossed $8,000 a day using drop shipping, and his profit margins were as high as 40%.
Wow.
And then like just recently there was a post on our Facebook group where this guy, he was struggling for like 4 months,
Yeah.
and he did $25,000 after he joined a program of ours. He did $25,000 that month with 20% profit margins, POD again. The other
That's
guy was POD
insane.
again, the 40% margins guy. And so we see these results coming day in and day out. So, and we know for a fact that the kind of content that we share, the kind of stuff that we share, it is 80%, it's practical.
Yeah.
We share what's working, it's logical, it's practical, it is action and result oriented. So we know that, there's so much misinformation out there.
Yeah.
Having the right mentors and having all that stuff in place is very important. And I've gone through your stuff as well, Andy. I think even you're doing a really great job with your stuff. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Nish. I really appreciate that. But, tell everyone about your Facebook group, because I've been a part of it. You just provide so much value just in the post. This is just free value. Every week you're putting golden nuggets. But tell everyone what you're sort of doing, the group, and sort of the things you're up to now.
Yeah, sure. So our Facebook group is called Ecom Success. Ecom space success. You can just find it on facebook.com. So yeah, Andy's gonna add a link in the description. So yeah, all right. So we started this group in the month of January this year. Now I think we've grown into like presently we have around 8,000 to 9,000 guys in the group, and definitely we had a lot of value in there. When you go to the pinned post of the group, you would be able to see a lot of premium, a lot of free training that we've shared there. So initially we wanted to launch that stuff, but then we did not. So we kept it free for people like us, when we were starting back, uh, so like 1 year back, 2 years back, whatever the time frame is. So, you would be able to learn a lot from the pin post, go through the case studies. We've shared our own case studies. We've shared the case studies of our students. Then we've also shared a lot of stuff about Facebook ads, product research, scaling, email marketing, all that stuff. So the group is called Ecom Success. And yeah, like I said, we've seen a lot of people gain a lot of knowledge and results from these stuff, from the stuff that we've shared. So yeah, thanks for asking, Andy. Yeah.
That's amazing, guys. Definitely check out the group, join it. It's really really active. He's always posting value, and definitely check out the free content he's providing, because like instead of choosing to actually get people to pay for it, be putting himself in sort of his own shoes, he's giving it out for free, because that's his way of giving back. And I guess that's sort of the reason why I'm giving content, because if I was in my situation 1 year ago, I wish people were giving out valuable content for free instead of not sort of pulling you along the strings to getting you and basically upselling your course. So I definitely want you guys to check out Nish's group. But Nish, tell me sort of the before and after Ecom. Like, what's your lifestyle like now? What's changed? Like, are you able to travel the world? What's sort of your lifestyle? How has it changed? Like, what's the sort of result of Ecom and entrepreneurship for you?
Yeah, so then again, definitely I've seen a huge difference in my life, right? Now, trust me, man. So like 1.5 years back, that's when we were struggling. So we were struggling with payment gateways, and we were struggling financially as well, because we did not have a direction. We were doing everything that we could find just to make quick cash. But now, because, we've been seeing Ecom as a proper business, we've done $2 million, more than $2 million in just 1 year. Hitting consistent 6-figure months, helping people do it. So, my life has changed in many ways. Number one is definitely the lifestyle. So I love to travel. I really love to travel. So like this year alone, I think I've traveled to more than 10 different locations, be it abroad or be it, in my own country. Some
That's
really,
insane.
really exquisite locations. You can check a few pictures on my Facebook profile if you want. So yeah. So, you're going to have the links in the description, definitely. So definitely I'm getting to travel, spending more time with my family, spending more time with the people I love, my friends, my family. And apart from that, of course, we are making money consistently. So, when you're hitting consistent 6 figures, having decent profit margins, you make money that you can reinvest in yourself, you can reinvest in the business, you can build something substantial. So now we're working on something really big, wherein we, so the money that we've made, we are reinvesting the money here, focusing a lot on customer service. And of course, when that you're making money on autopilot, this is a location independent business. So you can be at any point of the world. And even, when you have a team in place, things are going to be running on automation. So now we also have people who are running Facebook ads for us. So now because people are running Facebook ads, all the other stuff can definitely be taken care of.
That's insane.
So, we've put in partially it is an automation now. So we're also enjoying, the laptop lifestyle, the 4-hour work week lifestyle. So it's really good. Life has definitely changed a lot. So doing the stuff that I love, and I'm a lot happier. Our pockets are better now, of course, a lot better.
God,
And
that's amazing.
yeah, meeting people, great people like you. So yeah, it's been great.
Thank you. Likewise. So I guess the 4 to 5 months of just hardships, of just stress, and sort of just basically failures after failures, all paid off.
Definitely. I cannot agree more. Yeah.
So what's your advice on people who are just into dropshipping? They've put in 2, 3, 4, 5 months. They're trying to find success. They're watching YouTube videos here and there, and they're just sort of on the edge of giving up, or they're just finding it super hard to succeed. What's your final advice to them?
All right. So number one, stick to one process at a time. So one mistake that I made, and I see a lot of people making, is that they are everywhere. So they keep consuming information from every possible source that they have, but then they fail to take action. And even if they take action, they don't stick to one plan. So I would say that stick to one plan, follow one process, trust the process, and don't give up. Believe in yourself, stick to the process, keep testing. Testing. I think with Ecom, there are no secrets. There are no secrets. The only secret is that there are no secrets, because all you can do is find the right products, test them well, keep testing, keep learning from the stats, trust the numbers, apply your brain, trust the numbers. If your ad account is not working, if you're not seeing any results, switch your ad account, switch your business manager, or maybe test different kinds of products, change your strategies. And all this information, definitely, all this information is there, all this knowledge is there. If you are seeing this video right now, I'm sure, from just this source, I'm sure you would have learned a lot. And you can learn a lot from the platform that you're currently watching this video on. So definitely, number one, stick to a process, keep testing, have faith in yourself. It's very important. If you are here, if you are investing your time, value your time, value yourself, see yourself as a winner already. If you're investing your time into this, and if you are working so hard day in and day out to make this work, my friend, you better make it work, and you really have no option. You will make it work, because that's, if you're not seeing success right now, I think you are in the same phase that Jeff Bezos was 20 years back, or Elon Musk was, a number of years back. So everyone passes through this fallow. This is called the fallow effect. So this is just a phase that you are currently in, but you won't realize. But trust me, you're growing like anything. You're growing like crazy. Your experience is growing. So have faith in yourself. Keep going. Keep testing. Stick to one process. Have the right mentors. Definitely follow one person. Stick to it. Follow one specific vision, one process, and I think you're gonna make it, definitely.
That's awesome. That's the perfect ending, Nish. Guys, definitely check out Nish. I'm putting all his social media in the description. His Instagram, his Facebook group. So check everything out. Hopefully you guys like this interview. And yeah, peace.
All right.
So yeah, that was the interview with Nish. I hope you guys enjoyed it. He dropped a lot of value bombs in this one interview, so definitely take notes. There was a lot of golden nuggets dropped in this video. He was really generous with his advice, so I really recommend you guys to watch this interview over and over again. Take notes of all the little things he said, because he definitely has experience. He's definitely proven his knowledge. He's been able to hit $2 million just in 1 year. Definitely check out his Facebook group and any other of his social media platforms in the link in the description below. But yeah, if you guys want to learn how to basically master dropshipping, master e-commerce, personal branding, networking, definitely apply for my mentorship application linked in the description. Don't forget to drop a comment if you have any other questions or any requests for any other type of videos. Just drop it in the comment below. Don't forget to join my Facebook group, E-commerce Legacy. That's super active. That's where everyone just sort of networks and gets to know each other and just helps basically each other succeed in e-com. So definitely join that. But yeah, last but not least, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Peace.